My favourite tractate of Talmud is Barachot, and that's not just because it's the first one and therefore easiest to find. It's my favourite because it deals with blessings, hence the name. It deals with prayer. And yes, there are times when Tractate Barachot becomes very exacting. Here is the exact time you should pray and the exact way you should pray and so on. But for me, the essential element of Tractate Barachot is praise, is blessing. And for me, praise, blessing, thanks is a really important aspect of my life. Indeed, when we are at home and when we have a family meal, before we eat, everyone at the table shares one thing that they're thankful for. It's our way of giving thanks for things in our lives. And Jewish blessings are fascinating. There are many blessings. Some people know the blessings for wine, the blessings for bread, the blessings for lighting candles, maybe even the blessing for smelling spices if you perform Havdalah. One wonderful thing about the 8th edition Forms of Prayer Siddur in England is that it includes other blessings as well. Blessings for fruit, which is grown on trees, for vegetables, blessing on hearing thunder, Shekocho ugvurato malei olam. Thank you, God, or praise are you, God, whose strength and power fill the world. The blessing upon seeing a rainbow, Zocher habrit, thanking God who remembers the covenant. Even a blessing on seeing the sea. And that was a very interesting blessing for me when I was living in Bournemouth, when we literally lived by the sea and my office was 5 minutes from the sea. And the tradition is that you say this blessing, strictly speaking, the blessing is She'asa et hayam hagadol, who makes the great sea. And that is the Mediterranean. That was considered the great sea at the time, because they didn't know all the others. And so, traditionally, you say that blessing upon seeing the Mediterranean for the first time in 30 days. And so, however, because most of us are landlocked and don't spend our time by the sea, when they put this in the Reform Siddur, they just said, on seeing the sea. And I said, well, hold on a minute, what about all the members of my community who have beachfront properties? Are they really meant to recite this blessing every single day or every time they see the sea? And my London-based colleague said, yes, because seeing the sea is so wonderful, and you're meant to say 100 blessings a day. Of course, we don't necessarily dictate, we don't say you must say and so on. But there are so many blessings, so many different prayers, even a prayer on hearing bad news. Baruch Dayan Ha'emet, blessed is the true judge, or blessed is the judge of truth. And then in this Siddur, they also created a blessing on hearing news which is good for you and good for others. Hatov v'hameitiv, blessed are you, God, who is good and who does good. A blessing giving thanks for recovering from a serious illness, on seeing a synagogue that remains after destruction. That's very much a European blessing. A blessing before using a mikveh. A blessing on seeing a place where a wonderful thing happened to you. Blessed are you, our living God, ruler of the universe, who performed a wonderful thing for me at this place. She'asa li nes b'makom hazeh. I share these because it's the week of Thanksgiving. And I think Judaism, for me, is really a way of living in thanks, actually. Abraham Joshua Heschel described prayer as our response to the inconceivable surprise of being. And when we wake up, even with all the challenges that are in the world, we wake up and say, it's extraordinary that I was able to wake up. I give thanks for being able to wake up. And if life is tough, then the Jewish responsibility is to try to work out how to make it a life full of blessing. Not to give up, not to say, well, that's it, there are no blessings in my life, but to try to work with people, to try to get support, so that life can be filled with blessings, so that you can give thanks at every moment. As I said, the traditional understanding is that we recite 100 blessings a day. In fact, if you pray the 3 daily prayers and grace after meals, you've pretty much got it covered. But that actually, for me, kind of misses the point. The point is that we're meant to live our life in thanks, in praise, in awe of the world around us. The fact that we exist at all, our response to our inconceivable surprise of being. So this Thanksgiving Shabbat, I encourage you to really think about what you're thankful for and who you're thankful for. And if you are thankful for other people, don't just sit around a table with them, eating lots of food. Tell them. Tell them that you're thankful for them. Tell them why you're thankful for them. I think that is a really important mitzvah, so that we can really share the joy of being in each other's company and can show how thankful we are for everyone and everything in our lives. We invite you to join us for our Kabbalat Shabbat service and our Torah study tomorrow, and our Shabbat Shacharit service as well for a Bat Mitzvah ceremony. We really do hope that you can join us to give thanks for all the manifold blessings in our lives, including our wonderful community. And let me end by saying, I am thankful for you. The viewers who watch this every week, I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful for your feedback, which helps me continually improve these pre-Shabbat messages. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.